Okay, welcome to Lakshya Academy YouTube channel. Okay, today I am going to start new chapter, that is breathing and exchange of gases. Okay, we have successfully completed 18 parts in the digestion absorption chapter. Okay, this is the next second chapter, breathing and exchange of gases. Okay, in state test book, this is the 1B. In state test book, we have 8 units. In first unit, we have A and B. 1A is the digestion absorption. This is the 1B, that is breathing and exchange of gases. In NCERT textbook, this is the one of the chapter. Okay, in the first year textbook, in human physiology, that is the unit name. In that unit human physiology, this is the second chapter, breathing and exchange of gases. Okay, today our topic is breathing and exchange of gases. Okay, we are going to start part 1 of breathing and exchange of gases, part 1. Here we are going to cover some topics like aerobic and anaerobic respiration, respiratory organs. Okay, those topics will be covered here. Okay, this is in IP we get 4 marks question 1 from this lesson, sometimes 2 marks also. That means either 2 marks or 4 marks. Okay, 4 marks guarantee. Okay, 2 marks question may come from this lesson or from the first lesson, digestion absorption. Okay, neat perspective. Okay, we can expect 2 bits from this lesson. That means the weightage is 8 marks, 2 bits in NEET exam. Next one, aerobic and anaerobic, the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, you may know the difference between aerobic and respiration. Some of the students may know that. Okay, here complete breakdown of food takes place in aerobic respiration. In anaerobic respiration, incomplete breakdown of food takes place. Complete breakdown of food and incomplete breakdown of food. Next, aerobic respiration requires oxygen. Anaerobic respiration does not require oxygen. Okay, here large amount of energy is produced in aerobic respiration. You can observe here 36 ATP molecule. Here, okay, less amount of energy. Here you can observe only 2 ATP molecules of energy is produced here. And it occurs in animals, higher plants and animals. It occurs in bacteria, entamoeba, human RBC, and skeletal muscles. You know, skeletal, when you do vigorous exercise, in those conditions, in skeletal muscles, anaerobic respiration takes place and lactic acid is formed. In human RBC, human mature RBC of human beings, they do not have mitochondria. Therefore, their anaerobic respiration takes place. Okay, glycolysis occurs in RBC. Okay, next one, Krebs cycle, electron transport chain, they do not occur. Entamoeba histolytica, you learned in first year. Entamoeba histolytica is a parasite, intestinal parasite, which causes amoebiasis. That is also mitochondria are absent. Okay, it is the obligatory anaerobic parasite, obligate. Okay, bacteria, in bacteria also, you know, lactic acid bacteria which converts milk into curd. Okay, that also performs anaerobic respiration. Okay, these are the equations for aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, aerobic respiration C6H12O6. This is a glucose formula, O2 in the presence of oxygen and oxygen water, and it is giving CO2, 12H2 and 36 ATP molecule. These are the end products of aerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration C6H12O6, and which is giving to 2 molecules of, what is the formula of C3H6O3? This is the formula of lactic acid, 2 molecules of lactic acid and 2 molecules of ATP. And here in the anaerobic respiration C6H12O6, that means this is the glucose, here no oxygen, and it is giving 2 molecules of alcohol and 2 molecules of carbon dioxide and 2 molecules of ATP. Those are differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Now let us make a survey on respiratory organs in the animal kingdom. Okay, what are the different types of respiratory organs present in the animals belong to Animalia kingdom, also called as metazoa. Sorry. Okay, if you take the protozoans like amoeba, okay, there are no specific respiratory organs. Respiration occurs through their body surface by diffusion. In amoeba, paramecium, which belong to the phylum Protozoa. I did not mention the protozoa here. In sponges, that means poriferans, and in cnidarians are coelenterate, in ctenophores, and in flatworms, which belong to Platyhelminthes, ctenophores, Ctenophora phylum, and Cnidaria phylum or Coelenterata phylum. In these animals, there are no specific respiratory organ. Here, respiration occurs through their body surface by diffusion. Earthworm. Earthworm belongs to the phylum. Which phylum does it belong? It belongs to the phylum Annelida. Okay, here moist body surface help in respiration, cutaneous respiration we can say. Polychaetes, example Nereis. Okay, earthworm is oligochaete. Leaf is Hydrodinia class. They belong to different classes. Okay, next polychaete, moist body surface skin as well as parapodia help in respiration. Parapodia also help in locomotion. Very important one. Leech. Okay, leech has the respiration in the leech is through moist skin. And in crustaceans, there are respiratory organs. Crustacea is one of the class in the phylum Arthropoda. Okay, in crustaceans, respiratory organs are the gills. And insects and diplopods and chelopods, okay, tracheal respiration takes place. Okay, through tracheal system. There are chelopods, Chelopoda class, and Diplopoda class, and Hexapoda class. Insects belong to the class Insecta or Hexapoda. In those animals, there is a trachea, the respiratory organ, there is a tracheal system. And Limulus. In Limulus, respiratory organs are book gills. You can observe here book gills. Okay, observe here, these are the book gills. Okay, these are the book gills in the Limulus, king crab, which belongs to Giphosaura class. And you can next one, book lungs. Book lungs can be found in spiders, some spiders and scorpion. You can observe here, these are the book lungs. Book lungs are found in Palemnius, means that is a scorpion. Book gills are found in Limulus, king crab. Okay, this Palemnius, that means scorpion belongs to Arachnida class, Arthropoda phylum. And aquatic molluscans, they have ctenidia or gills. Ctenidia or gills are present here. You can observe here, this is the mantle cavity. In the mantle cavity in the molluscans, there are feather-like gills. Okay, these feather-like gills are called ctenidia. The spelling of ctenidia is this one, Ctenidia. Ctenidia or gills or the feather-like gills. Okay, these are the respiratory organs in some of the animals up to aquatic molluscans. Okay, let's see some more example. Terrestrial molluscans have pulmonary sac. Terrestrial molluscans have pulmonary sac. Observe here, this is the pulmonary sac. Pulmonary sac. Pulmonary sac is the respiratory organ in which molluscans? Pulmonary mollusk. Next one, Pila globosa, apple snail. Okay, this is the amphibian mollusk. Okay, here both ctenidia and pulmonary sac, both are present here. Observe here, this is the gill. These are the gill, feather-like gills, and this is the pulmonary sac. Okay, in terrestrial, in amphibian mollusks, okay, both ctenidia and pulmonary sacs are the respiratory organ. Now come to the echinodermata. Okay, here dermal papillae or dermal branchiae are present. Okay, observe here, these are the dermal branchiae or dermal papillae, which are the respiratory organs in echinoderms. 2 feet are also respiratory organs here. 2 feet also help in respiration here. Okay, observe here, these are the 2 feet. Okay, this is the water vascular system, ambulacral system, which is the unique system of the echinodermate. Here there are 2 feet. They also help in locomotion. 2 feet also help in exchange of gases. Observe this. The thin surface of 2 feet also allows gas exchange. Okay, next one is the respiratory trees. Okay, you can see the respiratory here, left respiratory holothuroidea. Okay, observe here the respiratory trees are also respiratory organs in echinoderms. Next, hemichordata, urochordata, cephalochordata, and pisces. Okay, they have the respiratory organs here are gills. Okay, you can observe here, this is the hemichordata example. Okay, in hemichordate, respiration takes place through gills. There are gills are present in hemichordate. What is the next one? Okay, hemichordata. After that one, urochordata. In urochordates also you can observe here. Okay, Accidia, Salpa, Doliolum, Oikoflora. Okay, these are the examples for urochordata. In urochordates also you can observe pharyngeal slits. Okay, pharyngeal slits are present here. Okay, respiration takes place, exchange of gases takes place there. And in cephalochordata, You can observe here cephalochordata, amphioxus, lancelet, branchiostoma. It has gill slits. Okay, these are the respiratory organs in, okay, these in these animals. In fishes, gills are present. In dipnoid fishes, these are called lungfish. The respiratory organs here are dipnoid fishes, gills and lungs. And in amphibian larvae and some adults, the respiratory organs are gills. Amphibians larvae and some adults, the respiratory organs are gills. Next one, frogs. In frogs, the respiratory organ respiration takes place through skin, cutaneous respiration, buccopharyngeal respiration, and as well as lungs. Respiration through lungs is called pulmonary respiration. And next one, reptiles, birds, and mammals, respiratory organs are lungs. Turtles, lungs, respiration through lungs as well as cloacal respiration occurs here. And in human beings, in females, okay, diaphragm plays main important role. In females, thoracic respiration takes place. In males, abdominal respiration mainly takes place. Abdomen is mainly involved here in the respiration process. Okay, these are the different respiratory organs across various animals in the kingdom Animalia, which is also called as Metazoa kingdom. Okay, next we start in the next class. I start the human respiratory system. In sponges and Adarian ctenophores platform, there is through body surface by diffusion earthworm, moist skin polychaetes, moist skin and parapodia, leeches, moist skin crustaceans, gills, insects, diplopods and chelopods. What are they? Tracheal system is present, limulus, book gills are present, scorpion, spider, book lungs are present, aquatic molluscans, ctenidia or gills are present. Okay, what is the next one? Okay, in terrestrial molluscans, what are present? Pulmonary sac. In phyla, which is apple snail, both ctenidia and pulmonary sac are present. Echinodermata, dermal papillae or branchiae. Okay, 2 feet. Respiratory trees help in respiration. Hemichordata, Urochordata, cephalochordata fishes, gills are present. Dipnoid fishes, gills as well as lungs are present. These are called lungfish. Amphibians, larva of amphibians as well as some adult amphibians, they have gills. And frog has cutaneous respiration through skin, buccopharyngeal respiration through buccopharyngeal cavity. Here, buccal cavity and pharynx are fused to form buccopharyngeal cavity. No palate is here. And next, lungs, respiration through lungs is pulmonary respiration. These all take place in adult frog, whereas in the larval frog, tadpole larva, gill respiration. Gill respiration means branchial respiration takes place. Okay, next one, in that reptiles, birds, and mammals, there are lungs are present. Turtles, they have lungs and cloacal respiration. Human beings, females, okay, diaphragm plays an important role here. In males, there is abdominal breathing takes place. Abdominal respiration in males. Okay, that's the end of this part. In next part, we start human respiratory system.